Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel of IICD. Today we are going to discuss about our revolutionary program called Thinksmart. We are going to discuss what is Thinksmart and why it is important for you. And before we get into more details, I'd like to request everyone, please like and subscribe to our channel so that we can provide quality free content. Now, what is a Thinksmart program? And why is it important for you, right? Thinksmart program is basically there to help you lower your study hours while increasing your results. Which means, say a subject, you're studying in 10 hours. You're reading, listening, and you're studying in 10 hours. The aim is you should be able to study the same subject in 4 hours or less, while at the same time you have better result, right? Now, what are the components of this program, Thinksmart? Basically, there are two components. One is your IELTS, which is International English Language Testing System. This is conducted by Cambridge University and considered the gold standard for English. IELTS has also 4 parts, which are basically reading, writing, speaking, and listening. The second component is the medical or the health part, which aims at increasing your health, memory, your motivation level, and most importantly, focus. So we are trying to increase your reading speed, your writing, your speaking, your listening, your health, your memory, your motivation, and your focus. All this in a span of 3 months only. Now, people will be asking what's the use of IELTS and all of this. So we will be coming to this in this next segment, right? Now, as I was saying, IELTS. What is IELTS? International English Language Testing System conducted by Cambridge University, which is a gold standard. Gold standard for English communication, your level. If anyone wants to study in abroad, in any advanced country, say USA, Canada, UK, Australia, or they want to do a job there, their IELTS score is mandatory. IELTS is held at a band score of total 9, right? 6.5 is considered the average standard. 6.5. Now I'll tell you something very, very interesting. I get this from so many students all over, like every time, especially from the CBSE background, ISC background. I am great in English. I know everything. And at the end of the day, like they have even scored 80% in their ISC boards, right, in English. When they actually go for IELTS exam, right, more than 70%, they score in the range of 5 to 5.5. Then they are hit by reality. Again, the exam is in 9. 6.5 is considered minimum. 70% students are scoring in this range. 10% students, I'll always tell, they are very, very good. Unintentionally, they have made their skills, like from early childhood, they have worked on their skill, right? So 10% students are very good, they are in this range. 70% students are in this range. 20% much lower. Now, is this a good range? Obviously not. If you see good universities, top ones, they prefer 7 plus. Now, as I said, 7 plus, like top universities like Oxford, Cambridge, Harvard, they require IELTS 7 plus. Or even for job, you require an IELTS in abroad, right? But here in India, we don't. So 90% plus people even have never heard of such an exam, right? Why is that? This is because the Indian education system was introduced by Lord Macaulay in the early 19th century. He introduced an education system for Indians in English so that they become clerks or lower level jobs. Alright? They didn't want Indians to become high level managers, they didn't want us to become CEOs. So they introduced the education system like that. Whereas the British themselves have changed their education system rapidly throughout time and are way advanced, right? Let me tell you something. If you don't know this 4 parts, like your exams are in English, most college programs are in English, what do people do? They listen to their lecturers. They read books. They write in their exams. They speak to others. These are the basic foundations. Fine? So that's why IELTS is very important. Now, as I said, IELTS, reading, writing, speaking, listening, increase in everything. In reality, what does it mean? How does it affects you, a student? Let me explain that. Let us take the example of 2 students, Mr. A or Mr. B, or in modern times, let's be gender neutral. It can be Mr. or Miss A or Mr. or Miss B, right? Mr. A attends a class of 1 hour. 1 hour. Mr. B, he also attends the class for 1 hour. Now, A's listening skill is 5 point. B's listening level is 7 point, much higher. So what does this mean? Same people, both, same IQ, same brain, both attending the same lecture, side by side. But one is losing lots of information. What is listening? It's basically you're getting information, right? So if your listening power is less, you're losing a lot of information. For example, Mr. A might be losing 50% of the information just because his listening skill is less. Whereas Mr. B is just losing 20% of the information. Fine? Next part, reading. Reading involves your reading speed, it involves your vocabulary, it involves your grammar. That's the 3 part. Now this is a reality. Many of you must have seen someone is studying a book in 10 hours, somebody is studying the same book in 4 hours, someone is studying the same book in 2 hours. I'll give you my own personal experience. Once I was in flight, when I was in 2nd year in college. I used to have pride myself, like I am a very good and fast reader. Same book or newspaper which my parents could read in say 1 hour, I would do it in much less time, say in 20 minutes or so. I found another gentleman sitting in the flight. He read an entire book between Kolkata to Bangalore within an hour. And I thought he must be browsing through. And later on, he actually was discussing with me what he has read. That means he had read in an hour and he has understood the same thing. I was intrigued. How? Later on during my MBA days and also when involved in admission in abroad, I understood the process. Now let me give you an example. Someone is reading a book. That's what we do in studies, na? Read books, notes. Someone is reading a book in 10 hours. Then again practicing or revising in 6 hours. So total 16 hours. Another person, same IQ. Again, he is reading the book in 4 hours and revising in 2 hours. So total 6 hours. 16 versus 6. That's it. Reading speed, vocab, understanding. If his memory is also better, he will provide better result in 6 hours than 16 hours. Again, how do we know how much we have learned? We give exams. That's it. College exam, school exam is exam. What does exam involve? Writing. In my MBA days, while seeing marketing papers, I used to understand one thing. The student has read the book, listened to the lecturers, but while they are writing means they are just reproducing what they have learned, is something completely different. This is where they lose marks, right? So, writing speed, obviously, again, this guy is more. Speaking, everyone focuses. There are so many tutorials, spoken English, thousands. They don't themselves know how to speak English, but they teach spoken English, right? How they do it, I have no idea. Without proper reading, vocab, listening power, writing power, you cannot speak. You must even know which words to speak, right? How to pronounce. That's secondary. Now again, coming back to this. This person has studied for 17 hours. 17 hours. This person has studied 7 hours. That's it. But as you can see, if his reading is better, writing is better, listening is better, again memory is better, he will score much more. Trust me, this is proven. Same IQ, someone is studying for 17 hours, someone is studying for 7 hours. 17 hours they are studying, they are getting less than 60%. 7 hours another person studying, he is securing 90%. What will parents think? Mr. B is very smart, Mr. A is dumb. It's not the case. It's just they have prepared differently. Now I sincerely hope, you have understood the thing. Now you must be wondering how to achieve this. Trust me, there is a secret to this. We have used this. Please contact us at IICD in the below given number or visit our website. We'll be more than happy to guide you, right? And we wish all the students the best of luck in their future. Always remember, communication is the key to success. Without proper communication, nothing can work, right? So, again, if you like our video, please do like and subscribe to our channel and hope to hear from you soon. Okay? Take care.